2. You could add 1, 2.
Ralph Rucci, whose collection will close the spring collections of New York Fashion Week, approaches fashion not merely as would a designer, but as would a scientist, an architect, and an art historian rolled into one.
Yeah, it's great, but can we do something like make a tool, shared piece of tool, stitch it in half so it's half an inch, and put it under the second level so it's camouflage, so it lifts this. Sweetie, can I listen to myself as if there were somebody speaking to me and I'm taking dictation, and it comes to you, these concepts.
He's one of only a handful of American designers who have had their work accepted to show at the Haute Couture in Paris, a designation that his work is of the highest artisanal craftsmanship.
She's just going to hold it in because it's been stretched, because it's entirely made by hand.
Throughout his career, Mr. Rucci has focused on the development of one idea, the advancement of a garment's construction, almost to the point that his work has sometimes been called repetitive. In reality, it represents perhaps the most thoughtful and intellectual fashion happening in America.
See, Eric, when you're doing this, you don't want color. Can you imagine doing this in pink or red? It has to be black or white or beige or taupe. And you sit there and you work and you think and you sketch and you drape and you talk to your crew and you bounce ideas around, and one by one you begin to find your way. This is a little jacket going over a tube dress in black crepe, and it has an ascension of matte black wood beads.
To watch Mr. Rucci as he develops his ideas, one begins to see the peculiar thrill of realizing a design precisely as it was planned. But keep in mind, what you're seeing here are pieces that are only partially completed and that won't be finished until the night before his spring show.
I know when something is wrong and something is wonderful, and thus my work becomes a bit more difficult every season because I don't allow anything not wonderful to be seen. This is going to look so chic. It becomes more and more difficult, I think, to go beyond the bar, and thus the clothes become very complicated. But it seems to work because I suppose over the years I've attracted an audience that doesn't desire something simplistic. Oh, I love your torso. That's good. That moment in the fitting where reality meets the concept, the idea, and when they come together, the garment that is alive, and you realize, I realize, that I'm not doing this alone. I'm always led by a higher spiritual force. I know this. I don't say it as some sort of born-again conception. It is fact.